BGMC. The biblical truth lives here.
We are living in a time like no other in history, but fortunately for us, God wrote it all down in His prophecies. Find out what prophecies happened this week ripped straight from the headlines. Stay tuned for the Prophecy Headlines news show on The Remnant's Call.
Prophecy news. Da 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 da. Going on to next slide. Our first news story is from Israel.
Noticias de profecía. Nuestra primera historia viene de Israel.
Going on to the first news story about Israel.
Primera historia de Israel.
That's Jericho. That's what's left of Jericho.
Esto es lo que quedó de Jericó.
You know, when the Israelites marched around Jericho and it fell.
Si ven cuando los israelitas marcharon alrededor de Jericó y cayó.
Well, the people that dug it up say that that's Jericho.
La gente que descubrió este sitio dicen que aquí es Jericó.
That's really cool looking.
Eso es algo increíble.
Okay. And how they arrived at that, I'm not really sure.
¿Cómo llegaron a esa conclusión? No sé. No lo sé.
Okay, but on Monday I'll email out the whole article.
Pero el día lunes les enviaré el artículo completo.
Going on to next news story about archaeology.
Siguiente historia de arqueología.
There you see arrowheads from the Assyrian army.
Vemos ahí estas cabezas de lanzas del ejército asirio.
When you're using bows and arrows, it's very important what type of tip you use.
Cuando estás utilizando flechas y arcos, es muy importante la cabeza de la flecha que utilizas.
Because this will help your arrow fly straight.
Porque eso va a ayudar que tu flecha viaje directo.
And the material that the Assyrians used would pierce most armor that the Hebrews had.
Y el material que utilizaban los asirios en sus flechas era un material que traspasaba cualquier cosa.
I just think it's cool seeing things from 3,000 years ago.
Yo creo que es fascinante mirar cosas que son de 3,000 años de antigüedad.
But what it does, it helps to prove the Bible is even more important.
Pero lo que hace también es probar que la Biblia es verdadera.
All right, let's go on to the next news story. No, I forgot to take this one out. Skip that one. That was from last week. Okay, end time prophecy news. Please pay attention to what's going on.
Noticias de fin de los tiempos. Pongan atención, por favor. A lo que
Prophecy
viene.
is happening so fast.
La profecía está pasando muy rápido.
Going on to the first news story.
En primera noticia.
In the Gospel of Yochanan, John chapter 17, verse 14, Yeshua said, you're going to be hated for following him.
En el Evangelio de Juan, capítulo 17, versículo 14, dice que los odiarán a causa de él.
Let's go to the first news story.
Vamos a la primera noticia.
There's that social media discussing this called Instagram.
Este medio social que se llama Instagram.
Okay? And they're removing the gospel from Instagram.
Están removiendo el evangelio de Instagram.
This Christian worship leader put up some worship from his worship team.
Este adorador cristiano, este líder de adoración, puso unas adoraciones o música de su grupo de adoración.
And Instagram took it down.
E Instagram lo canceló, lo quitó.
They labeled the worship as false and harmful.
Y dijeron que esa adoración era falsa y lastimaba.
They're censoring worship, prayer, and everything on Instagram.
Están prohibiendo la oración, la música, la oración en Instagram.
So get yourself an account on Zapit.com.
Regístrese en zapit.com.
That's xapit.com.
Es xepit.com.
Okay.
Too many letters. No?
And just use Instagram to advertise.
Y utilizan solo Instagram para avisar, anunciar de la congregación.
Let's go on to the next slide. YouTube censors video testimony of former transgender telling how bad it is.
En YouTube censuraron el testimonio, el video testimonio de un transgénero que se transformó y lo titula como odio.
This person was a transgender person and started to take their body parts off.
Esta persona transgénero comenzó a operarse
But then that person woke up
y esa persona se despertó
and wanted to testify how you shouldn't do what that person did.
y esta persona comenzó a testificar que no deben hacer lo que él comenzó a hacer.
So YouTube labeled that as hate speech.
Entonces YouTube lo tituló como que era algo de odio.
We're living in an upside down world, people.
Estamos viviendo en un mundo de cabeza,
In an upside down world.
en un mundo de cabeza.
Evil will be called good and good will be called evil.
El mal será llamado bien y el bien será llamado mal.
Going on to next news story.
Siguiente.
Please pay attention to this. Anybody living where you can't defend yourself.
Pongan atención a aquellos que viven en lugares donde no pueden defenderse.
In Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 32,
En Deuteronomio 28, versículo 32,
God said, when you don't worship me,
Dios dice, cuando no me adoras,
I'm going to allow evil to take your children and your grandchildren.
voy a permitir que la maldad se lleve a tus hijos y a tus nietos.
And you're going to look for them, but they're not going to return.
Y vas a buscar por ellos, pero no regresarán.
Yesterday in California, the Holocaust began.
Ayer en California el holocausto comenzó.
There was a parent who had COVID, who was tested positive for COVID, but he wasn't sick.
Hubo un padre que cuando se hizo el examen del COVID salió positivo, pero no mostraba síntomas.
Everybody has the COVID virus.
Todos tienen ese virus del COVID.
If you've ever had a fever once in your entire life,
Si alguna vez has tenido fiebre una vez en tu vida,
you will test positive for COVID.
tú vas a salir positivo cuando te haces el análisis del COVID.
So this man lost his children in California yesterday.
Este hombre perdió a sus hijos en California ayer.
The government came in and took his children.
El gobierno vino y quitó a su hijo.
That's what's going to be happening around the nation until we break.
Eso es lo que va a pasar con la nación hasta que se divide, se rompe esta nación.
You guys may not understand this because you didn't grow up being Jewish.
Quizá no entiendan eso porque no crecieron ustedes como judíos.
This is the first sign of the Holocaust.
Pero esta es la primera señal del
The
holocausto.
government already has COVID camps.
El gobierno ya tiene campos de COVID.
We Jews know that that's not good.
Nosotros judíos sabemos que no es bueno.
This is one of the reasons we're moving to North Carolina.
Esa es una de las razones por la que nos estamos moviendo
Because
a
in North
Carolina del
Carolina,
Norte.
I'm going to be carrying my firearm.
Porque en Carolina del Norte yo puedo tener mi arma de fuego.
You try to take my children, the Torah says I can kill you.
Me tratas de quitar mis hijos, la Torah dice que puedo matarte.
The Torah says if you kidnap my child, I can kill you.
La Torah dice que si secuestras a mi hijo, puedo matarte.
So this person was sick. So what?
Esta persona estuvo enferma y ¿qué pasa?
The children are not dying.
Los niños no están muriendo.
It is the old people that Cuomo is killing.
Son la gente mayor que Cuomo está matando.
Okay, and moron Murphy here in Jersey.
Y el estúpido de Murphy aquí en New Jersey.
Children are not dying from this virus because it's not designed to kill children.
Los niños no están muriendo de este virus porque no está diseñado para matar
You know
niños.
why it's not designed to kill children?
¿Sabes por qué no está diseñado para matar niños?
Why do you think they want the children?
¿Por qué crees que ellos quieren a los niños?
What does the Bible say about the fake god Moloch?
¿Qué es lo que la Biblia habla del Dios falso Molech?
You got to offer those children in sacrifice to the demon.
Tienes que ofrecer a ese demonio los niños en sacrificio.
So this, everybody, is very, very, very important.
Es muy, muy importante.
You got to think about where you want to be.
Y tienes que pensar a dónde quieres estar.
And the Northeast is no place to be.
En la parte de esta parte noreste no es un buen lugar para estar.
Except maybe Maine.
quizá él.
There you can have your gun also.
Maine, quizá en Maine, ahí también puedes portar tu arma.
But this story was not being covered by Fox or CNN.
Pero esta historia no fue cubierta por Fox o otros canales de televisión.
This is the Holocaust beginning.
Estos son los comienzos del Holocausto.
Because once California does it,
Porque una vez que California lo hace,
New Jersey follows.
New Jersey también seguirá.
But the reason is, everybody, go back one slide.
La razón es, y vamos una vez más a leer la escritura,
God said.
Dios lo dijo.
When you don't want to follow my laws, God, Jehovah, the eternal one, blessed be his glorious name, he said.
Cuando no quieres seguir su palabra, el Dios, el bendito sea su nombre, dijo.
Let's go on to the next prophecy.
Próxima profecía.
God said in Deuteronomy 28, verse 24, I'm going to bring dust on your country.
Dios dijo en Deuteronomio 28:24, dijo que voy a tornar en polvo tu país.
There's a dust storm that came from Africa this week.
Hay una tormenta de arena que vino desde África la semana
It went
pasada.
all across the Atlantic Ocean. It reached Texas.
Y pasó todo lo que es del Océano Atlántico y llegó hasta Texas.
Why did it reach Texas?
¿Por qué llegó hasta Texas?
Because yesterday Texas went back into lockdown.
Porque Texas otra vez entró en toque de queda.
They're having a march on the governor's office today.
Y ahora iban a tener una marcha hacia la oficina del gobernador.
The civil war might begin in Texas today.
La guerra civil quizá podría comenzar en Texas el día de hoy.
How could a supposed Christian, lock down the state again?
¿Cómo es que un supuesto cristiano va a cerrar el estado otra vez?
God said,
Dios dijo,
you don't follow me, I'm going to bring the dust.
si no me sigues, yo voy a traerte el polvo.
Let's go on to the next news story.
Próxima
He said
historia.
in Exodus 10, verse 5, I'm going to bring locusts.
En Éxodo 10:5, él trajo los langostas.
Now remember, a couple weeks ago we were talking about the locusts in Africa and Asia.
Recuerden que hablábamos acerca de las langostas que invadieron África y Asia.
Now remember, if you got no food, you can eat locusts or kosher.
Recuerda que si no hay comida puedes comerte langostas que son kosher.
You want to see what the locusts are now?
¿Quieres ver dónde están las langostas?
South America.
En América del Sur.
They're eating up all the food in Argentina.
Están comiéndose la comida en Argentina
And they're moving north.
y están moviéndose al norte.
They move 100 kilometers a day.
Ellos viajan 100 kilómetros al día
And they eat up everything.
y comen todo.
So then you can eat the locusts.
Entonces puedes comer las langostas.
Lots of protein in the locusts.
Mucha proteína en las langostas.
I haven't eaten one, but I heard it tastes like chicken.
No he comido una, pero dicen que sabe a pollo.
The Yochanan the Immerser ate locusts. It's in the Bible.
Yo que en el inmersor, el inmersor también comió langostas.
The little legs get stuck in your teeth.
Las patitas se quedan en tus
I don't know.
dientes.
Okay, but they're eating up all the food in South America.
Pero están comiéndose la comida en América del Sur.
Let's go on to the next prophecy. You got to know what's going on.
Tienes que saber lo que está pasando.
Because Univision is not carrying this.
Porque Univision no está mostrando estas noticias.
Telemundo is not carrying these stories.
Telemundo tampoco está mostrando estas noticias.
Let's go on to the next prophecy. Mammon.
La profecía acerca de Mammon.
In Luke 16, verse 13, Yeshua said you can't serve God and money.
En Lucas 16:13, Yeshua dijo que no puedes servir a Dios y al dinero.
America is about to collapse economically.
América está a punto de colapsar económicamente.
Over 100 million loans were defaulted on last month.
Casi 100 millones de préstamos no se pagaron el mes pasado.
That's going to kill the economy, people.
Eso va a matar a la economía.
And now Florida and Texas went back into lockdown yesterday.
Y ahora Florida y Texas otra vez cerraron el estado.
You know what we got to start spreading?
¿Sabes qué deberíamos comenzar a decir?
This
a
is
repartir.
what we, the real thinkers, need to do.
Esto es lo que los que pensamos de veras.
Everybody
veras.
go to your local
Sí.
hospital.
Todos vayan a sus hospitales locales.
Make believe you're visiting somebody.
Hazte creer que estás visitando a alguien.
Go to the emergency room and record how many people are in the emergency room.
Mete al lugar de emergencias y graba cuántas personas están ahí.
And start posting the videos.
Y comienza a subir esos videos.
See, once you study Hitler and Germany,
Una vez que estudias a Hitler en Alemania,
they can only keep this up as long as the lie keeps going.
la manera que pueden seguir con esta mentira es si la mentira
So-
sigue vigente.
So if each one of us tells 50 people
Si cada uno de nosotros dice a 50 personas
to go to the hospital tomorrow
que vayan al hospital mañana
and make believe you're on your phone
y crean que están hagan pensar que están en el teléfono
and hold your phone out recording how many people are in that hospital,
y graben cuántas personas están en el hospital,
you're going to see that there's nobody in the hospitals.
van a ver que no hay nadie en los hospitales.
If this was a real pandemic, the hospitals would be flowing with people.
Si esta fuera una epidemia real, los hospitales estuvieran con muchos
And I worked in
enfermos.
emergency rooms for 8 years.
Y el rabino ha trabajado en cuarto de emergencia por 8 años.
And you knew when it was the end of the month,
Y tú sabías cuando llegaba el fin del mes,
because then the fights would begin.
porque ahí las peleas comenzaban.
Okay, and people would stab, and there'd be a lot of people in the emergency room.
Habría mucha gente en el cuarto de emergencia.
Going on to the next news story, next prophecy.
Siguiente profecía.
This is a weird story.
Esta es una historia muy rara.
But the prophecy says in Deuteronomy 28, verse 32,
En Deuteronomio 28:32 dice la profecía
that when you don't want to follow the God's commandments,
que cuando no sigues los mandamientos de Dios,
you're going to become a slave to other people.
tú te convertirás en un esclavo para otras personas.
Now, you can't really watch this new movie that's come out.
Entonces, esta película de veras no puedes mirar la que está viniendo.
And you can't even listen to the trailer.
Y ni
You got to watch it with it muted.
siquiera puedes ver el comercial de la película. Tienes que apagar el volumen
Because you don't want to hear this disgusting language.
porque no quieres escuchar este lenguaje repugnante.
But there's a movie that's been viewed 800,000 times, the trailer.
Pero el comercial de esta película se ha visto ya 800,000 veces.
It's called Kraka.
Y se llama Kraka.
It's made by black people,
Y es
or
hecha
people with more melanin. There's no races.
por gente de color morenos.
There are no races in the world
No hay razas en el mundo.
because we all go back to Adam and Chava, Adam and Eve.
Que todos regresaremos a Adón y Java.
And then the Lord flooded the earth, and then there was 8 on the ark.
Y el Señor inundó la tierra y solamente habían 8 en el arca.
But what it shows is the less melanin people, the white people,
Y está mostrando en esa película que la gente de menos melanina, la gente blanca,
are all the black people's slaves.
son esclavos de la gente de color.
But God said
Pero Dios dijo
in Deuteronomy 28, verse 32,
en Deuteronomio 28:32
that I'm going to hand you over to the evil people.
que te va a entregar en las manos de la gente malvada.
Now, God doesn't lie and He doesn't change.
Dios no miente y Él no cambia.
Get ready, people.
Prepárense.
You got to be in a place where you can defend yourself.
Tienes que estar en un lugar donde te puedes defender.
And like I said, you can't listen to any of the words in this trailer. It's, ugh.
No puedes ni siquiera ver, porque las palabras en esta película son muy
And actually,
repugnantes.
some of the scenes are, ugh.
Y algunas de las escenas también son repugnantes.
But Hollywood is the devil's prophet.
Pero Hollywood es el profeta del demonio.
Write that down. Hollywood is the devil's prophet.
Escriban esto. Hollywood es el profeta de Satanás.
Hollywood is the devil's prophet.
Hollywood es el profeta de Satanás.
Hollywood is the devil's prophet.
Hollywood es el profeta de Satanás.
Now this video is up there and it's been seen 800,000 times, but the worship video was taken down.
Este video ya han visto 800,000 veces, pero los videos de adoración los quitaron.
Who's behind this?
¿Quién está detrás de esto?
The devil.
Los demonios.
Now God is in charge, our God is in charge of all things.
Ahora nuestro Dios está a cargo de todas las cosas.
But His word says when you don't follow me in spirit and in truth.
Pero su palabra dice que si no lo seguimos en espíritu y verdad,
You saw the prophecies.
tú has visto las profecías.
I'm not telling you anything that's not in the Word of God.
No te estoy diciendo algo que no esté en las palabras de Dios.
Let's see if there's any more news.
No.
Nope, that's it. Are you depressed?
¿Estás deprimido?
You're not supposed to be depressed.
No debes estar deprimido.
I want you to be aware.
Quiero que estés al tanto.
When you're aware of things,
Cuando estás al tanto de las cosas,
then you can plan for things.
entonces puedes planear por cosas.
Because when you're scared, because you didn't plan,
Porque cuando estás asustado y no tienes un plan,
you don't react well.
no reaccionas bien.
But if you think about things, then you'll be better prepared.
Pero si piensas las cosas, entonces estarás bien.
Now, God can save anybody,
Dios puede salvar a todos,
but and we're going to learn about this today, about the road.
pero vamos a aprender el día de hoy acerca del camino.
But we're going to take a time. If you're out there, hit the doggone donate
Si
button.
estás afuera, presiona
Please.
donde donar, por favor.
Please.
Shalom. My name is Messianic Rabbi Andrew Dinnerman, and I invite you to come to visit our congregation. If you are in the tri-state area, come out and visit with us on Shabbat. We are a congregation of Jews and Gentiles, living as one in the Messiah Yeshua. BGMC is a place of true worship. The focus never wanders from the Hebraic roots of our faith. Beth Goyim is rooted in the Word of God from Bereshit through to the book of Revelation. Messiah's strong words against man-made tradition are carefully recorded in Matthew 7. That is the reason we only follow the straight-up instructions found in Scripture, truly the way, the truth, and the life. If you're looking for a deeper walk with Adonai, come out for our Tuesday evening Bible study called Messianic Torah Time. Come, spend a day with us on any Shabbat. We start at 11 a.m. with the sound of the ancient Hebrew shofar. Next, we offer our King praise and worship in English, Hebrew, and Spanish. After worship, we review the headlines in the previous week's news from around the globe, especially news from the Holy Land, Israel. We don't just list the news headlines as current events, but we comb through the scriptures, searching for clues to understand what they mean and then to help pinpoint prophetically our current position on Adonai's clock. After digesting all that modern information, we leave the world behind as we journey with our Adonai deep into his eternal word, not with just one or two scriptures, but usually 7 or more scriptures. The spiritual nourishment and the richness of his kingdom become accessible to the ones who share this special time and seek them out. The day does not end there. Because Shabbat is so special to him, there is always so much more that our King desires to share. So instead of separating and leaving, we stay together as a family for potluck lunch and an afternoon study of our King's Word. We close the Shabbat together with a reading of the new week's parashah. That's the Torah portion. Even after those blessings, many of us just can't get enough. So the members bring prepared homemade foods to share while we all enjoy an uplifting movie together. If all that information is not quite enough, you can check out our website where you will find over 200 video teachings and biblical holy day studies. Under Messianic Torah Time, the Hebrew Roots button, you'll discover free studies on many different topics, including PowerPoint slide presentations. If Beth Goyim sounds like a place you'd love to visit, but you live outside the tri-state area, there is still a way to connect with us. We stream live on the internet on Tuesday, Thursday, and Shabbat. The website is www.bethgoyim.org. That's BETHGOYIM.org. Our phone number is 973-338-7800 or 978-2-YESHUA. That's 978, the number 2, Yeshua. Shalom.